Good morning. I'd like to talk today about what's going on in our world, about the changes that are happening, and they're happening so quickly, so many. It's calling us to be on so much this time that we're in of transformation. And it's a painful process. It's not easy to go through. It's interesting because it reminds me of a sort of metamorphosis. And I wrote a book about that. Oh no, not another learning experience. What's interesting about that is some years ago, I actually had purchased a little case, a little home, domed home, and I put caterpillars in it, and they created a chrysalis. And in this chrysalis, they were in there for maybe about a week or something like that. And then they emerged, and they were this beautiful butterfly. And it has always really inspired me, this process of transformation. There's a lot of things in life that are a process of transformation. But I think the butterfly is a beautiful way to express this. And if you think about it, this is very much what we all are going through right now. We are breaking out of this skin. Our true self is trying to emerge. The self that is the divine self, the magnificent soul that we are. It is trying to come through to allow us to be who we really are. And what's in the way? This veil, the veil that keeps us from really knowing who we are. So there are times, I don't know about you, there are times for me that I have periodically where I get snippets of really existing in my high self, or I can do a meditation or a regression where I go in deep into those lower brain waves and I can access this. And I know through my practice helping other people do this in regression and myself, you have to go into the lower brain waves. And once you're there, you are experiencing the magnificence of who you are, this transformation of going from one side of the veil to the other. But to experience the you, the true authentic you, who you are without your illusions that have been given to you, that society puts upon you, that have come down through generations and so on and so forth. This is the magnificent you. And so the difficulties we are going through right now is just the way that the expression of the you that is trying to separate or get rid of that which really isn't you. Now, I'm sure that I'm not telling you anything at this point that you really don't know. I'm sure you do know this. I myself need to be reminded in a consistent way that this is what I am going through, especially when we go through those challenging times that bring us into the part of us that we really don't want to experience, this part of ourselves, but we do. These times, these opportunities that come to us, they're there for us. We can't forget this. They're there for us. This is part of the plan, the moving through the squeeze hole of life and wanting to come out the other side. We know the other side will be much grander than what we're in right now. But it's challenging. And it's there. It bubbles up for us. It's purposeful. So I ask you, to be the great observer of yourself. What doesn't seem to fit you? that you might see in your life. What subtly doesn't seem right for you? Could be a situation, could be a relationship, could be a job or a career that just doesn't fit. You can feel it. What is it? And we need to honor that. We need to stop for a moment, maybe a few moments, maybe a day, and really look at it and say, this is something that I really need to address right now, because this doesn't vibrate where I choose I want to vibrate, where my soul says this is where I really need to be. So I'm also wanting to bring a thought here for you, that over this challenging time of a year and a half or 2 years of what we have been in, this transformational time, you have also moved through some things. And we don't often give ourselves the credit that we have done this work, and now we're doing some new work. But please honor yourself for that which you have done, and take time to see where you have made changes, because I'm sure that you have. So I just want to bring these thoughts to you. This came to me as I was meditating and bringing this information as I channel it from several different sources, interdimensional sources and that. And I wanted to bring this to you today. So I truly hope that this information has helped. I'm going to be opening up some podcasting next week, and what I would like to share are more meditations, more exercises, more things, tools that can help all of us reach the goals that we want to reach. So I hope you'll join me on my podcast too. I'll be back very soon to share more with you. Thanks for tuning in today.